Hello everyone, this is the fifth video of chemical kinetics, and in this video we are going to study the collision theory, activation energy, threshold energy, and the factor affecting the rate of reaction, and we are going to also study the temperature coefficient. Now, what is a collision? When reactants come in contact with each other, it is called collision. And what type of collision gives product? All collision does not give product. Only those collision give product. They collide. Their collision must be in right orientation. Means they collide in right orientation. Is it okay? That give product. One more point, that is, when they collide, they must attain the threshold energy, and that is called effective collision. So what we can say that, so now collision must be effective. So these are the 2 points when reactant collide with each other and follow these 2 lines. Collision must be effective and in right orientation, then the product will form. Is it okay? So what is the meaning of effectiveness? Now, to understand the effective collision, we are going to plot a graph between energy and course of reaction. We are going to get such type of plots. Here, this is the energy of the reactant, and it is the energy of product. Is it? So you can see that in this graph, energy of product is less than energy of reactant. So if you will take the change in energy, it will be EP minus ER, and here it will be negative. That shows the reaction is exothermic. So this is the plot for exothermic reaction. Now here this much energy reactant have, and when reactant get this much energy, that is called activation energy. EA is what? Activation energy. So activation energy, that is what? EA. So activation energy, when the reactant get activation energy, it can cross the energy barrier. This is the energy barrier, and this much energy of the energy barrier, that is called ET. ET is called threshold energy. Threshold energy, that is ET. So what is the total energy required to the reactant to convert into the product, or we can say to cross the energy barrier, or we can say that the reactant required this much energy, that is activation energy, to cross the energy barrier. In both the way we can explain the effective collision. Only those collision will be effective when they collide with each other and get this much energy, and total energy become this much, that can cross the energy barrier and convert into the product. If the molecules, the reactant molecules, they are colliding with each other, but they are gaining the energy less than activation energy, less than threshold energy, then they will not form product. Doesn't matter they are colliding in the right orientation. And opposite of that, if they are colliding in the wrong orientation, not right orientation, but they are achieving that much energy, that will also not give product. So only those collision will give product. Those collision, they collide in right orientation, and the collision must be effective. Is it? So what is the relation between threshold energy and activation energy? So that is energy of the reactant plus activation energy. If you want to plot a graph for endothermic reaction, then the energy of the reactant will be less as compared to energy of the product. In that case, it will be Ep minus Er, it will be a positive, and it will be endothermic reaction. Please take the screenshot of this. Now we are going to explain the factor affecting the rate of reaction. So we are taking the first factor, that is temperature. Is it? So how temperature affect the rate of reaction in term of collision theory, that will be explained here. What happened when the temperature is increased? When the temperature increase, then what will happen? The kinetic energy of the reactant molecule increases and the collision will be more faster and they can gain more energy. So that energy can cross the energy barrier. So what is the effect of temperature? Temperature increase the kinetic energy of the reactant molecule. So we can say directly increase the number of effective collision. So number of effective collision increases due to increase in kinetic energy of the reactant molecules, and it is only for what? Endothermic. Reason is what? Endothermic require heat, require temperature, and an exothermic already releasing heat. So in that case temperature will not play a significant role. So in endothermic reaction with increase in temperature, the number of effective collision increases, that increase the rate of reaction. That increase the rate of reaction. So here the keyword is what? Number of effective collision increases. Now, how catalysts affect the rate of reaction? So you know that catalyst is a chemical substance that enhance the speed of chemical reaction, and positive catalysts speed up the chemical reaction. So how they speed up the chemical reaction? Catalysts give alternative path to the reactant to convert into product, and that alternative path have lesser activation energy as compared to the real path. So the activation energy increases. In that case, the collisions they were not effective, they become effective and convert into the product. So what we can say? Catalysts give alternative path to the reaction. Correct? Now other thing is what? Decrease the activation energy. Is it okay? If activation energy decreases, the height of energy barrier will also decreases. So now height of energy barrier decreases. If the height of energy barrier decreases, the more reactant will cross the energy barrier and faster will be the speed of reaction. Faster will be the speed of reaction. Is it okay? Third factor is concentration of reactant. How concentration of reactant affect the speed of a chemical reaction? Now, if you will increase the concentration of reactant, you know that speed of a chemical reaction increases. So why it increases? Because if you will add more reactant into the same container, what will happen? The number of reactant molecule per unit area increases. So if the molecules are moving, you know that all molecules are busy in random zigzag motion. So there will be more chance of collision. If more crowd will be there, there will be more chance of collision. So more chance of collision will give more number of product. So what we can say that the number of collision per unit time increases, and what will happen? That increase the rate of reaction. Is it okay? So what is that? The number of collision will be increases. It means number of effective collision also increases. So the rate of reaction also increases. So how temperature, catalyst and concentration of reactant affect the rate of reaction? Please take the screenshot of this. Now we know that we are going to take the topic temperature coefficient. Now temperature coefficient is related with the rate constant. Now you know that temperature is the only factor that affect both rate of reaction as well as rate constant of the reaction. Is it okay? So now temperature coefficient is the ratio between two rate constant of the same reaction. One is occurring at T degrees Celsius and other is occurring at T plus 10 degrees Celsius. Is it okay? So we are going to take the same reaction and two different temperature. So one reaction, same reaction we have taken at T degrees Celsius. What will be the rate constant? We have taken as a denominator, and rate constant for the same reaction with rise in 10 degrees Celsius. So that change, that ratio will be called temperature coefficient. So temperature coefficient give us an idea how effective the temperature for that particular reaction. So how much temperature affect the reaction by enhancing the rate constant of that particular reaction. For example, temperature coefficient is the ratio, is the rate constant at 35 degrees Celsius and rate constant for the same reaction at 25 degrees Celsius. So here you have learned that temperature is the only factor that affect both rate of reaction as well as rate constant. No other factor affect both. Now take the screenshot. Now in this graph you can see the effect of temperature to the fraction of products. This is a plot between fraction of product and kinetic energy. As the temperature increases, see here temperature T3. T3 is the highest temperature. So when the temperature is T3, the fraction of product molecules more, that is A, B, G, H, that much area shows the fraction of molecule of product form. The temperature was T1, that was the lowest temperature. Then the fraction shows that is A, B, C, D. That is the smallest portion that shows the less product form. Is it okay? So increase the temperature, that increase the kinetic energy, that increase the number of product form. That graph you can also note it down. Please take the screenshot of this.